Dr. Yuva Ravindran is extensively working in the COVID ward and ICU in Meenakshi Mission, Madurai. She's a part of the Vimochana NGO IMA who have provided services for around 300 COVID patients every day. She works towards creating awareness regarding mental health, vaccination and COVID care. NewsX proudly recognizes second wave superhero Dr. Yuva Ravindran.
Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX's Second Wave Superheroes. Today I have with me Dr. Yuva. She's a medical officer from Madurai Meenakshi Medical Hospital. Thank you, Yuva, for joining us. We are glad to have you on the show.
Hi, thank you.
So tell us something about yourself, Yuva. So what are you doing right now and what kind of free consultation services are you offering to patients?
Okay, hi, I am Yuva Ravindran from Madurai. I am working in Meenakshi Mission right now. So I am doing COVID ward duty as well. Like I'm working in Meenakshi Mission in the COVID duty. And with that, I'm doing free teleconsultations for COVID positive people. So for teleconsultation, I'm consulting them through Instagram, through my direct number, and also via 2 helplines. And I'm also trying to create awareness about, and to clarify queries and to create awareness about vaccines in Instagram.
That's great. So there's a panic among patients, right? So how do you handle it? People frantically call you and be like, what do I do? How do I do this? Is this fine and stuff? So how do you handle that panic among patients?
Okay. So this pandemic, this was completely unexpected, and none of us like it. Yeah. So in this, both physical health and mental health are being affected. It's like equally affected. So even if one patient is positive, the patient as well as the attenders, like the family members, the relatives, all of them are so much worried about it. So I would say, in this, I am happy that I'm able to be a part of the helping team and I'm able to help them. And what we are doing is we are giving them proper medical information and guidance on what they must do through these free teleconsultations. Also in the hospitals also, I would say that the physical health is being, it is affected to a great extent, but the confidence level and the panic levels, the panic level is very high and the confidence levels are getting very low. People tend to get scared very easily. So I would say, please try to remain calm. Yeah, it is very natural to be scared in such a situation, but try to remain calm. And if you think you need help, or if you think it's really panicky or it's really scary, talk to someone. Talk to someone who can give you the proper medical guidance or the proper correct advice. Also, because there's a lot of false information going on as well. That is also a concern right now.
So as a doctor, I'm pretty sure you would have got calls like, I read this somewhere, I read that somewhere. So sometimes people tend to overread these things in social media and get afraid also. So how do you, what advice would you give to these people to how do they manage this?
Okay, that is actually rising these days. See, this is a pandemic and I know it is very scary and all of us are scared. So if you think you need some information about something, please refer to medical practitioners, or you think the ones who are really reliable. Please do not trust or overthink or overindulge yourself in all this information, and do not pass false information. I know it is scary, but we can only combat this virus together. Only doctors, we cannot do anything as a team alone. You have to cooperate with this. And everyone, if there's a lockdown, you have to follow the lockdown. And if you are to be vaccinated, you should get the vaccine. So please follow what rules are being imposed on. And also feel free to contact doctors or medical practitioners if you have any doubts. And please don't forward or, overindulge yourself or consume a lot of time reading all this information. You must be aware of things, but please don't, stress yourselves.
So how do patients, how can they reach you for these teleconsultation services? I'm sure it would be helpful, and someone from Tamil Nadu would be like, I want someone to advise me about certain stuff, but I just don't know who to approach. So how do patients approach you right now?
Okay, so to approach me directly, you can approach me through Instagram, or I'll share my WhatsApp number. You can approach to these two lines. Other than that, I'm also a part of 2 helplines. So we have a number. We have 2 numbers for that also. I'll be sharing them with you. You can approach us through any of it.
So right now, from what I understand, Tamil Nadu's cases are still rising. I mean, 30,000, 35,000 cases are being reported every day. What do you think Tamil Nadu should do more to control this spike?
Okay, so like I said, this must be a combined approach. It must be a multidisciplinary approach. Only doctors or only the government, only the people, they cannot do it. It must be, a team effort. So to the people, I would say, please stay home, please stay safe. The virus is, the pandemic is still going on. So if you don't want a third lockdown, please stay home. And point number 2, please get vaccinated. There are a lot of information that's been, both false and true information that's been going on. You please consult medical professional if you have any doubts. The vaccines are safe. Please take them. So move out only if it is extremely essential. And for doctors and the government, I think they already have their protocols. So we just have to follow them.
So right now, from what I understand, 5th-year medical students are also being put into the task force. And obviously, they have that fear factor. They are trained for this. But suddenly, if you're thrown into a pandemic-like situation, you panic. So what kind of advice would you give to those students?
Okay, for that, I would say, like I said already, this was a completely unexpected, unprecedented situation. But I would say be happy and proud that you're being a part of the task force. Because you see, we are all doctors and not all of them get the opportunity. Pandemic is highly unexpected and it happens once in a era. It's like that. So you are a medical professional and you are being privileged to, you have the ability, the equipment and the knowledge to help other people in times of crisis. The whole world and the whole nation is facing a crisis. So I would say that we should be proud of ourselves and be happy that we are able to serve people in times of need. We don't know when the next pandemic, we really don't want it, but we never know when the next pandemic will come. So if you are a doctor in times of need, you're the main thing, the key point here. So you should be proud of yourselves and be happy. And I know it is scary, but you see, once you see patients recovering, that gives you satisfaction. So wear your PPE, protect yourselves, but also be happy that you're part of the task force.
So one last question to you. What would your one last advice be? I want to convey something through this. So what is that thing you want to do with it right now?
Okay, so like I said previously, for doctors and medical professionals, I would say please take care of your health, your physical health and mental health as well. Please take a break if you think it is, it is going over your head or if it's overwhelming. And for the people and the public, 2 things. First, please stay home, stay safe. The second thing, please get vaccinated because vaccine is the only solution. And also, I would say third thing, that is also an important thing. Even if you have any mild symptoms, a mild fever I had only for 1 day. I just had running nose for 2 days. And I think that is because of dust allergy or because I went out in the rain. You see, that is all. I know it is scary and it is difficult to accept or, it might be, you might be apprehensive about getting tested. But please get tested and please isolate yourselves as soon as you get the symptom. The first day of symptoms itself, you should isolate yourselves and seek medical advice. Because because I'm in the hospital and in the COVID duty, I can see patients who come to the hospital maybe after 10 or 12 days after their symptoms have started. They try to manage it themselves. They want to get fine at home. But by the 10th or 12th day, even if we want to help them, we're not able to do it. So seek medical attention as soon as possible. So these are the 3 things that I would say to the public.
Thank you, Yuva. Thank you for joining us today. You've been doing great work. Please continue doing that. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.